breakups. So today we're gonna be talking about my first ever girlfriend / breakup during college. You might call it high school in the States, but same thing. Alright, let's set the scene. So my friend and I, we'll call him Archie, had just left India and were walking to the corner shop that's inside of our college to get some food. Huh, what? Oh, what do I mean by India? Well, basically, there was this empty classroom that the Southeast Asian Society would use to practice for their performances that they would put on at this big festival. Me and two of my friends would go there during lunch because one of my friends was meant to perform inside of the festival. But we were so out of place when we went though. There was always Bollywood music being played or a Bollywood movie being shown on this like projector, and everyone else was talking in their little cliques and in languages we didn't understand. So my friend just named the place India and it kind of stuck. All of those details are important for later. Anyway, me and my friend walk into the store when these group of girls who we saw in India also walk in. So this Nepalese girl starts talking to me in the line and we exchange names and whatnot. And for the sake of this video, we're gonna call her X Factor. Trust me, it will make sense later. Just go along with it. Then we get outside and we're still talking. She's still talking to me. She asks for my Insta and I give it to her without a second thought. Her and her friends leave and in my head I'm thinking, oh bet, that's so cool. I just made a new friend. That's when my friend turns to me and says, Josh, you do realize that girl was trying to move to you, right? What? No, she was just talking to me. Probably because she saw us in India. Yeah. Okay, why did she ask for your snap then? Ooh. Alright, you have to understand, at this time, I had no female experience at all. So the thought of someone hitting on me was literally just impossible to my brain. Like, I could not believe it. There's no way that was the situation in my head. The dating scene was so dry for me. It got to the point where my mate during secondary literally thought I was gay simply because I'd never talked to a girl before. Yeah, it was really easy to catch gay allegations back in the day. But that was all about to change. So right after this happened, I was panicking to my friend. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. What do I do? He was like, just message her, you idiot. I was like, all right, bet. That really calmed me down just because I was still in denial that this girl had any interest in me at all. So I messaged her that night and we talked for quite a bit. Now, I can't tell you a single thing I said in those DMs simply because I forgot, like, I don't know. But I do remember 3 important things that happened. 1, she could definitely tell that I'd never talked to any girl before. This was in fact my first rodeo. 2, she was in the year above me. And 3, she wanted to meet up tomorrow, just before school. I was like, bet. But now I was all nervous again. Why? Well, I went through her Instagram and I only just realized something. Yo, she's actually kind of bad. Like, she's kind of lame. Why is that a bad thing? Well, I just didn't think I could handle that at the time. Like I had no gym badges at the time. And yet it felt like I was trying to beat the Elite Four. So the next day rolls around and I'm waiting at the train station for my train so I can meet X Factor at school. I remember panicking, calling Archie on some, get here quick, please, don't leave me, please. I wanted someone I could vent to and calm me down just before I met X Factor. But he was all like, yeah, fuck all that. But don't worry, it will either go your way or it won't. Nigga, those are the only 2 possible scenarios. Like, what are you talking about? Hey, man like Josh. That's when I see this guy who used to go to my secondary. Now, what you need to know about this guy is that he was the best footballer in our school. Super athletic, and after secondary school, he went to an academy instead of just a normal college. So naturally, with all that, he used to pull bears. Like realistically, nothing was really off the table for this guy. So he sees me and I run to him and I tell him the dilemma that I've got myself into. Then he starts laughing. He's all like, hey, Josh finally pulled. It's about goddamn time. I was kind of starting to think you were gay. Yeah, cool, whatever. But I need help, bruv. I don't know what I'm doing. Yo, calm down. First of all, let me see a pic. I show him a pic. Alright, Fez. Then he gave me some advice that went along the lines of, just go with the flow, don't overthink, be yourself, and whatever happens, happens. It was solid advice, to be fair. So I hop on the train, get off at the stop, and then I'm just waiting there at the meetup spot. She pulls up, and all my nerves are just amplified. But we start talking and walking, and within like 2 minutes, I'm actually kind of calm. I'm chill. I took my friend's advice to heart. I just acted like myself, treated it like a normal conversation, and it was going smoothly. In my head at the time, I was thinking, you know what? This actually might be doable. Like, I might be able to bag her. Now, fast forward like 3 or 4 days, and we're talking all the time. We meet up before classes, we meet up at lunch, we meet up after school for a bit. Like, shit's sweet right now. It's going well. Now, in my mind, the next objective is to kiss this girl. One big problem though, I've never kissed anyone in my life before this. My smooching stat was very lacking, bruv. I went to Archie for advice again, and he was just kind of like, you just gotta kind of like do it, innit? You just go for it. I don't know why I kept going to this guy for advice, I can't lie. He was so unhelpful. So I came up with my own plan. Alright, so the Southeast Asian Society are gonna be putting on their festival soon, and X Factor is dancing in one of the performances. There's a little after party right after that. I'll try to hang out with her a lot during that party. Maybe we can dance a bit, I don't know. Once the party starts to die down, I'll get her to walk with me a little around the area. She lives local to the school, but I have to take a train back. So once we've walked around for a bit, I'll get her to walk me back to the station. At the station, just before I leave, I'll smooch her and then go. But I have to make sure that we walk for long enough so that we miss the busy train that everyone from our school gets on. That way, the train station will be completely empty. Yeah, this actually might work. Like, this could be doable. I planned this in my head and a bunch of other little details as well, like making sure I had breath mints and chewing gum on me all day, just in case a better opportunity to kiss her came around. like I was overthinking this way too much, fam. Alright, so the big day rolls around, and I remember telling one of my other friends that I will kiss this girl today, and I told him that just so I could keep myself accountable. I was so determined. So later on that day, I'm at the festival, and the performance that X Factor is in starts. I really can't remember anything about the actual dance. All I remember is that she was wearing a really sparkly red dress, and I was also just grinning from ear to ear. Like, I was full on cheesing. I'm not really a subtle type of person. So she finishes her performance and then she comes up to me, and then I'm there all like, hey, good job on your performance. You did really, really well. And then she probably said something like, oh, thank you so much, young, dark-skinned, handsome man. I couldn't have done it without your help. Like, yeah, she said something like that. The details are a bit foggy, innit? And then I gave her a quick peck on the cheek. Yep, no eye contact, no warning. Just boom, kiss. She gave a little like, ah! And for like 1 millisecond, I thought that I hurt her face because I went in too quick. But then I saw that she was kind of smiling. So I was like, all right, that didn't go too bad. But at the same time, that wasn't the full mission complete. It didn't count unless it was a lip to lip kiss. Unless I got that kiss, the mission was not complete. So boom, we all head to the after party. There were people doing a henna on each other. There was a pani puri eating competition, which I almost won. And they started playing some music, which for some reason I was not vibing to. So I started playing 8-ball pool on my phone. Don't even ask why I'm on top of a table. I couldn't tell you. Me and X Factor were just vibing for most of it. She gave me a henna tattoo on my hand, and after that, at some point, I kind of just ended up laying my head on her lap on like a little bench in the corner of the room. I remember being pretty happy as well, I can't lie. Like, just straight cheesing. Again, I am not a subtle person. But also, she kept vaping every 2 seconds, and the vape fumes would go in my face. That was low-key pissing me off a bit. Like, Jesus Christ, put the vape down for 1 second. The party's dying down, so I ask her to walk with me as planned. She says yes, as planned. And then we were just walking and talking and laughing as planned until we circle back to an empty train station, just as planned. I was happy this was going so well. Now I just had to swallow all my fear and go for the kill. I mean, not literally, obviously, like I wasn't gonna kill her or anything. I remember this bit so clearly. I said something along the lines of, I really loved spending time with you today. I held eye contact for a bit this time. And then she probably said something like, oh my gosh, I love spending time with you too, sexy dark skinned man. Hey man, details are foggy innit? Like, don't shoot the messenger. This is just what I remember, And then I leaned in for the kiss. This is it. This is the moment of truth. She swerves me, bruv. There's no way. Hey, listen, man. I'm sorry I was split up into 2 parts, but this video is getting longer than I want it to. But at the same time, I didn't want to cut stuff out. Like, these details are all important for the story. So 2 parts had to be done. But hey, if you like that first part, bro, you know what to do. Do all the YouTube stuff in it, like blow the video up, do what you need to do. That's really it. I never asked you to leave a comment, but if you want to tell me if you liked the video, if you didn't, whatever else. I've never made a video like this before, but I enjoyed making it. I'm just gonna assume my mic is working. Fucking alright. I am definitely not recording this 2 months later. Fucking hell, this video took me so long. Alright, I got so many stories. Next video will be the part 2 of this, the final part. I'm not gonna drag it out forever. And then from there, I'm just gonna do tons of shit, bro. I'm gonna blow up this channel, I swear to God. If it's the last thing I did. Man, so much shit has happened. Got many stories, many plans. So sub for the ride, bro. Streaming, I wanna get an Instagram, I wanna start a business, so much, and I wanna document it all. And yeah, man, animation as well, some animations, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, see you later. Subscribe and that. Peace. Fucking now, bro.